He's really beating the 29 up off the corner because he's getting a better exit. The 29's getting a better entrance, but the 7's taking his line away right now.
No green-white checker today. Last time by was the white flag for Jimmie Johnson. All he has to do is nurse it home, and he will celebrate victory for the 4th time in 2010.
Let's see. We'll watch Robbie in this next corner, where he's been smoking that right front. And what he's doing is he's taking a protective line, too. He's down on the inside. Not this time, though.
Robbie Gordon in second, Kevin Harvick in third, Casey Kane in fourth. Final lap for Jimmie Johnson as he takes it through the S's.
See Joey Logano pulled off to the inside there. Looks like his car is done.
Jimmie Johnson expecting his first child in less than a month. Today, a Father's Day he won't forget. Bobby Labonte off course. Jimmie Johnson not concerned about that. For the first time in his career, he's going to win on a road course. Johnson wins the Toyota Save Mark 350 at Sonoma. Fourth win of the year for Jimmie Johnson. Robbie Gordon was able to hold off Kevin Harvick for second. The advantage.
But I tell you, Kurt's not giving an inch right here.
And this is really hard right there because Jimmie couldn't make the pass and slide up in front of him. Now he clears him.
New race leader, Jimmie Johnson out front with a lap and a half to go. Those the top 3 cars.
Look at this 14 right here. Just digging on the inside.
Tony Stewart, who started deep in the field, he's making a late race rally, battling Kurt Busch for second. White flag has gone out. Final lap at New Hampshire.
Ooh, Tony got a little loose. Look at him wash up the racetrack into the 22 right there.
Smoke off of turn 2, able to slide in front of Kurt Busch. He now has the runner-up spot. Jimmie Johnson pulling away. For the 52nd time in his career, he's going to try and claim the checkers, and he's going to do it back-to-back. A win last week at Sonoma. Today, he does it in the Granite State. Johnson wins.
The points lead if everything stays the same with the white flag out. One more mile to go for Jimmie Johnson. It will be his 53rd win in his 319th start. Down the back straightaway for the final time. Jimmie Johnson, 25th last week. But the drive for 5 is back alive because as he comes out of turn number 4, Jimmie Johnson's going to win case race number 2. Second place, Jeff Burton.
Nice work, brother. Nice work. Maximum points today, buddy. The post-lap sled. Win the race. Good job.
Yeah, man. Thanks, guys. Let's enjoy this. Take a deep breath. Absorb it. Come back and do it again next week.
Most of this race, they're just now showing it.
The bell lap, and the man who started up front leads it, Jeff Gordon.
But here comes the next 2 pair. These 2 cats right here, they may have timed it out too. Let's see what happens down the back.
Now they will get a draft off Mark Martin. And here's the slingshot to the outside.
Stay together. That's what they're saying. Stay together. Push, push, push. It's to get tight down here in turn 3.
Don't forget Jimmie Johnson and Dale Jr., 5th and 6th. They are there. Which group will they go with? And will it help the Childress cars, or will it help Jeff Gordon to victory lane?
All bets are off. They get to the middle of the tri-oval. Watch out, down low.
Way down comes Johnson.
Good run.
He's got room. They're 3 wide. 3 by 3 to the line.
Johnson.
Maybe Jimmie Johnson.
I believe he got him by an inch.
2 1/1000ths of a second he beat Boyd.
Okay, a 1/16 of an inch.
Have you ever?
Oh, man. Oh, man.
To go. Casey Kane
white flag.
got 2 car lengths to make up. Then got to try and find a way around Jimmie Johnson.
He's coming hard right here. Got a big run down the back straightaway.
Remember Carl Edwards' final corner try that Johnson held off a few years ago. Coming to the checkered flag. No such run for Kasey Kahne this time. Jimmie Johnson goes to the top of the stack at Kansas, scores his second win of the season, while they scramble to the checkered flag behind him. Wow.
Goodness. What a
good job, buddy. Good job. That's 199.
Carl Edwards gets a top 5 finish. How in the world? that doesn't even seem possible.
Very, very impressive performance today.
Yeah,
thank you, bro. Great stuff today, man. Very thankful.
Where do you start with that? Dominant car. All the circumstances pointed to Kasey Kahne maybe being a little stronger. Somehow on that last restart, Johnson got away.
The race. I don't feel real good about that happening.
Headed for the restart zone.
Here we
Green
go.
flag. And Johnson's on it. Stewart's going to have to deal with Hamlin into the corner, and Truex right there with Kyle Busch. 3 wide into the corner. Ambrose makes a 3-wide pass into turn 1 as Jimmie Johnson scoots away.
And Denny Hamlin in at 11 got a great run off turn 2. He takes the second spot away.
I think Tony may have had a little problem on that getting to the gears, Larry.
Stewart sits third. The battle right behind him. Kyle Busch settles in front of Truex. White flag, 1 to go.
Got enough gas to make it?
Oh, yeah, we're in good shape on gas.
He'll make it around, but will he get there first?
Oh, yeah, he's got a nice, he's got a comfortable lead. He's in good shape.
Jimmie Johnson sails off into turn 3. Hamlin is going to have to deal with Stewart for second. Hendrick Motorsports 200th Sprint Cup victory belongs to Jimmie Johnson in the Southern 500.
There you go, Mr. Rick. Got you one.
Nice job, boys. 200. Nice.
Denny Hamlin second, Tony Stewart third, Kyle Busch, Martin Truex the top 5.
Great job by Jimmie Johnson. And Rick, I know what a relief that is, buddy.
Now quicker than Keselowski.
Well, boys, the white flag, the flag of surrender. I surrender all, boys, because the 48 is all long gone.
Three cars pull away: Johnson, Keselowski, and Kenseth. For the 3rd time in the history of the All-Star race, Jimmie Johnson and the Lowe's Chevrolet are going to victory lane and $1 million.
Is it going to get big tonight? Woo! Yes! Great job, guys! Awesome job. Jimmie, you made my strategy easy tonight, buddy. Thank you. All that stress for nothing. Man, Mr. H, this has been a big week for you, brother. You deserve it, buddy. We love you, man. Man, that's a heck of a job, buddy. You made it look pretty easy. Yes! It was awesome. What a week we're having. I don't want it to end.
Jimmie says, I don't want it to end.
I don't blame you, young man.
Well, we come right back here next Sunday night for the Coca-Cola 600.
And I'd take that thing home and clean it up and bring it right back.
The money he won for 90 laps, he made $11,348 a lap tonight. Not a bad payday.
And I'd be real careful with that thing right here, right now. Don't want to damage it like Carl did last year. We don't want to slide her up in the wall.
Don't think he's worried about saving that engine. The top 5. Winner at Darlington, 8th on the all-time win list. 7th Dover win, tying Richard Petty and Bobby Allison for most here. Jimmie Johnson wins the FedEx 400, benefiting Autism Speaks, his 57th career win.
Wonderful, wonderful job, everybody. Jimmie, you whipped them today, man.
Together, you show up for the big races, you know you have one chance a year to get it all done, Andy, and this team is there.
They've executed well all day long. It's paying off here on this last lap. One thing I love about Jimmie Johnson, though, is it never gets old. It'll be just like he won his first Brickyard race.
Johnson said you come through the tunnel and history starts talking to you, and he's so happy to have had 3 special moments for himself at this track. Said, I hope to have a 4th. His hero, Rick Mears, won the Indianapolis 500 4 times. They've got something to talk about. As Johnson clears the final corner and the checkered flag is in the air. A 4th win in the Brickyard 400 to Jimmie Johnson. A 4.7-second margin of victory over Kyle Busch. You see the cars as they come across the finish line at the top of your screen, including a tight squeeze.
I'll let you call that one.
Between Almirola and Smith. One more lap to go.
Ready, one good lap, one back.
Kyle Busch can get to his bumper.
Keselowski still racing with Gordon for 6th place. Johnson is going to be able to hold off Kyle Busch. Kyle takes a run at him, won't get there. Win and championship lead to Jimmie Johnson at Martinsville.
Well done, my friend, well done.
That was well done. I tell you, that team is so good here. Jimmie Johnson is probably one of the best ever racers.
Yes. Right here, brother.
Jimmie Johnson said here on Friday.
Really proud of everybody. You guys worked your butts off today. Even you up there, Earl.
Jimmie Johnson said here on Friday that it's go time, and he felt like they needed to win a couple of races to win this championship. Down the stretch run of the season, he's got one.
Keselowski came out of that whole deal okay. Yeah, he fought back, got a 6th place finish. I can't believe he passed Jeff Gordon, but he did on the last lap.
Yeah, they fought hard. As Boyer and Gordon were having a dispute. Eric Almirola came home 4th. What a great run for him, that 43 car.
Bobby Labonte with a top 10 finish.
White flag. We are on the last lap. Jimmie Johnson getting away. Can Keselowski hold off Kyle Busch for 2nd place? Busch to the inside in the final corners.
Jimmie Johnson.
It's going to be Keselowski finishing 2nd behind his rival for the championship. Back-to-back wins for the 5-time champ. Jimmie Johnson scores in Texas.
Well done, everybody. Well done.
What a race.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I think Jimmie Johnson learned something from the restart before, because you could see how hard he was able to get back in the gas and clear Brad Keselowski on that restart off of turn 2.